Welcome. In this video I'll be taking a look at this Adelante wide beam USB rechargeable headlamp, and this is a 2-pack. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase some of these, I'll put a link to them in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So let's get this open. Here we have a user manual. On the front we have a cob light. Cob means chip on board. It's the type of LED. In the back we have the battery compartment. On that we have the cob on-off switch, charge indicator, LED on-off switch, USB input, LED tail light. And it comes with clips for a hard hat. The material is ABS and silicone. Light source is cob. Has a rechargeable lithium battery. Has different work modes. For the tail light you have red light high, red light low, red light strobe. For the cob you have high, low, and strobe. So this has the front cob light and then the rear tail light, and each has 3 modes. Each has a high, low, and strobe mode, and you can operate those separately. It charges with the USB cord, has 4 indicators to tell you the charge, and then we have some warnings there. So it comes with 2 charge cords, and these are USB Type-C. This is a emergency whistle, hard hat clips, another emergency whistle. So this is essentially 2 pairs of these. So I'll just examine one for now. So let's take a look at charging this. It has a USB port here. Open it up, and it uses USB Type-C, which is kind of the new standard. So I can plug into that, and I'll plug into my charger here. So we're currently charging at 0.5 amps. So that can vary depending on the state of charge of the headlamp. And here you can see indicators telling us the state of charge. So it's filling up that last 25%. So I'll unplug that for now. And I'll quickly just look at these accessories here. These aren't the main product, but we have a plastic whistle. It's very loud. So I'm guessing this is meant for people who are running or biking, hiking with this. It's an emergency whistle, so that's nice they include that, a little extra. And these are the hard hat clamps. Unfortunately, I don't have a hard hat to show these with, but the elastic would slip in here and you could clip that on the outside of your hard hat. So let's look at the lamp. So here we have a silicone material with the cob behind it, has rubber on the ends, and we have this elastic band. We have the power cable is coiled, and that goes back to the battery pack, and here you can see that elastic stretch. On here we have some foam behind the battery pack, and then we have the strap over it, and then on the front we have this, feels almost like a nylon strap or something. So let's turn it on. We have 2 buttons here. We'll do the left button, turns the cob on, so that's cob high, cob low, cob strobe. Then this other one is the back, so we have red light high, red light low, red light strobe. So say you are cycling or running or something, you might want the front on high and the back on strobe. So you can use this to see in front of you, and then you have that strobe in the back to alert other people of you, like cars. Now in an emergency situation, you might want the front on strobe. Now I don't know if you want to wear this while that's on. That might be kind of annoying, it's hard to say. But say you're out hiking and you got lost, you could turn both strobes on, like so, and then you could put this up on a tree branch or something at a little bit higher elevation to try and get attention. So I'll turn the lights off so we can see what this looks like in the dark. So I'm going to put this on my head. I'll turn it on. My head's, I don't know, 2-3 feet from the bench, probably about 2 feet. And this is on the high mode. So I have this piece of paper in front of me and I can easily read this. I'll do it on the low mode. I can read this here. I'd say it's a little bit easier to read on the high mode, but actually as my eyes adjust, this would probably be plenty fine. And then there's the flashing mode. So as you can see, there are some shadows here, but this has a very even light. So it doesn't have like a bright spot in the middle and then kind of fading out to the edges. So something like this would be good if you're hiking and you just want an even view of what you have in front of you. It would also be good for, say, working on a car. Like if you're looking for a leak in an engine, you want to look pretty much everywhere around you. So this has that nice even light for that. So I'm actually going to switch this and I will point at the wall, which is about 4 feet away, and the light will also be 4 feet away. So you can see the light it casts on the wall. So here you can see that even light cast on the wall. Here it is on low mode, and here's flashing. So I'll actually take this off and I'll move it close to the wall so you can kind of see the focus of it. So as you can see, that's a very even light. So I mentioned working on a car, so I'll insert a video clip now of myself looking at the engine compartment of my car so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm out in my garage and I'm at my car, and it's during the day, but it's very dark in the engine bay. It looks dark in the camera, but I can't see any detail at all. So I'll turn the light on, and this is on the high mode here. And as you can see, there's lots of detail here as I move my head around. Like if there was a leak coming out of one of these here, out of the hose, I'd easily be able to see that. Or maybe I dropped a tool. I'd easily be able to look around and see that. So here's let me get a wide view here. So I have my shadow of my camera here, but you can see this works great. And as I move my head around, the light moves with me. So let me turn to the lower mode. And I don't love that for the task of, say, finding something. Now, if I was changing a tire, the low mode would probably work very well, because I don't need to see detail. But if I'm trying to diagnose a problem, I really like that bright light better. So as you can see, that has a very even light. So I like to wear headlamps when I'm working on things like in the house, plumbing projects, working on appliances, things like that. And I really like these Cobb style lamps because sometimes a spotlight is nice. Like if you're searching in the woods, a spotlight is nice. But when you're working up close, I think the Cobb is often the better option. So I haven't shown this on my head yet, so I guess I'll do that now. So this is what it looks like on my head. It's very comfortable to put it on. I just go like this, center it up. And there aren't any pressure points anywhere. And then to turn it on, I'll just reach around, press the button. There. And I just turned the back on. I don't know if I can do that on camera. So that's the Adelante wide angle USB rechargeable headlamp. I think this is a great option if you're looking for a wide headlamp. This is very comfortable, it's very lightweight, and it is a 2-pack, so you could have one for you and one for your spouse or partner, maybe one for you and your kid. If you're using these for business, you can buy them for your employees. You could use one in your shop, put the other in the car for emergency usage. Being that this is USB rechargeable, makes it very versatile to recharge. You can charge this with a phone charger. A lot of cars have USB ports, RVs, plugs, battery packs, power stations, you name it. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.